Have you ever wondered how someone takes a simple idea and turns it into a billion-dollar empire? Well, today we're talking about Sheila Johnson, a woman who didn't just build a business, she helped change culture. Sheila Johnson was born in Illinois and grew up in a middle-class family that valued education and discipline. From a young age, she had creativity, ambition, and a strong work ethic. Now, let's be honest, nobody wakes up one day and says, "Yeah, I'm just gonna build a billion-dollar company today." It doesn't work like that. It starts small. For Sheila, that journey led her into the world of media, a space that, at the time, didn't fully represent Black voices or culture. And that's where everything began to change. Together with her then-husband, Robert L. Johnson, she co-founded BET, Black Entertainment Television. Now imagine launching a television network with limited resources, limited funding, and a lot of people doubting you. Yeah, not exactly the easiest startup idea. But Sheila believed in something bigger. She believed there needed to be a platform that celebrated Black culture, music, entertainment, and stories, something that was missing from mainstream media at the time. So they started building. And like most great success stories, it wasn't smooth. There were financial struggles, there were risks, and there were moments where quitting probably felt like the easier option. But here's the difference between people who succeed and people who don't. They keep going. BET slowly began to grow. More viewers tuned in. More content was created. And the network started to gain real traction. Then came the turning point. In 2001, Viacom acquired BET for approximately $3 billion. Yes, billion. That deal made Sheila Johnson the first Black female billionaire in the United States. Let that sink in for a second. From building a network that many doubted to becoming a billionaire and a history maker. That's not just success, that's legacy. But here's what makes Sheila's story even more powerful. She didn't stop there. After the sale, she expanded into new ventures, including hospitality, sports ownership, and philanthropy. She became a co-owner of professional sports teams and invested in luxury resorts and businesses. In other words, she didn't just build one empire. She kept building. Because real entrepreneurs don't just chase one win, they create momentum. Now, let's talk about the real lesson here. Sheila Johnson didn't invent television. She didn't invent entertainment. She saw a gap and filled it. That's where opportunity lives, not in what already exists, but in what's missing. And here's something else important. Her journey wasn't perfect. There were challenges, personal struggles, and moments of uncertainty. But she didn't let those define her. She used them to grow. So what can we learn from Sheila Johnson? First, representation matters. Second, small ideas can become massive empires. And third, persistence beats doubt every single time. Because let's be real, people will doubt you. They'll question your ideas. They might even laugh at you. But if your vision is strong enough, you'll have the last laugh. And maybe, just maybe, $1 billion one. So remember this, success isn't about starting big. It's about starting with purpose and building something that matters. Because sometimes, the biggest empires start with one bold idea.